Hey guys, welcome back to another video. YouTube has a new interactive feature where you can ask a question, so I thought it would be fun to test out with a nutrition true or false myth or fact. So I'll go ahead and put that question out and we'll answer it a little bit later in the video. In the meantime, while you're thinking it over, let's get into the video. Alright, now we're going to talk about running because I wanted to pop in on here and say a couple of things about the current routine, things that I enjoy, because like I said in another video, I'm about to have to take a couple of months off, and so jumping back into training in the fall for new goals will be really exciting. But currently I'm not training for anything specific, just mainly doing it for fun and to stay active. So there are three primary types of running that I enjoy doing right now, one of which is sprints. I might pick like a day or two in the week and just go out, and literally my run will only be a couple of minutes, but it will be full force, as fast as you can go, training your muscles to do explosive movements. And that has truly made a difference in endurance running too, which is the second piece that I really like to do in run training. So I might pick another day or two out of the week to do a longer run. And then finally, the third thing that I really enjoy doing, especially on days that my muscles might be a little bit more fatigued and sore, is to do interval training. So maybe only running for 1 to 2 minutes at a time, but repeating that over and over again. And that also does wonders for building endurance and stamina. I think that's all that I wanted to mention on that. I guess the last piece is that I also like to switch up where I do run, so whether it be outside or indoors, like at a track, both of those are great, but I don't do treadmill running just because that's something that I don't prefer. But yeah, anyway, we'll continue on with the video. Look, it's a bunny. Ah, he's so cute. It's adorable. On our way to the farmer's market this morning, bright and early. So the farmer's market today is going to be in Cathedral Square, so downtown. It's going to be super cute. Scored some beautiful okra today. All right, I'm gonna roast okra. It just has some black pepper on it. Put it on a pan. This is my favorite thing to do with it, and roast it until it gets crispy. Hello guys, welcome to the kitchen. We're going to have a segment on busting a common nutrition myth today, specifically the nutrition myth that carbohydrates cause weight gain. Being a current master's nutrition student, this is so interesting to me, so let's dive in. So first thing to note is that carbohydrates are your brain's preferred source of energy because glucose is what your brain is primarily after, and it is also incredibly important for muscle function, organ function, and pretty much your whole body. However, there's a lot of stigma around carbohydrates and fear that they cause weight gain or all of these other negative health effects. There are two different types of carbohydrates if we were going to generalize them. There is complex carbohydrates and simple carbs. Complex carbohydrates just simply means that they have more nutrients, they have fiber, and then simple carbs don't have this, so it's just primarily glucose or simple sugars, as you will. If you have a diet rich in complex carbohydrates, though, it helps you to stay satiated. You also are getting so many more nutrients, and your blood sugar actually is able to be stable, especially when you combine eating complex carbohydrates with protein or fat. And then simply put, to bust the myth that carbohydrates cause weight gain, this usually comes from how when people go on low carbohydrate diets, they see a rapid decline in weight, but this is primarily water weight, since glycogen and carbohydrates help the body hold on to water. Where weight gain comes from is an overconsumption of calories, and this could come from carbohydrates, it could come from protein, or it could come from fat, or a combination of all three, of course. So carbohydrates are not necessarily the only thing that would cause weight gain. So boom, nutrition myth busted. Alright, we had a really good study session at the library. So now going to make and have some lunch, and then got a track and field competition to go to this afternoon to see a friend who's going to be competing in that. So super excited. Let's get some food in and then we'll go. It is so hot today, so the field is going to be blazing, and her competition is at 3 p.m. There's lots of people here. This is going to be so much fun. That's where the track is. It is a beautiful day for this. They're doing pole vaulting right now. There she is. Yeah, that was hot, but it was so much fun. You got to see the pole vaulting and then also the shot put, and everyone did such a good job. So now we're going to go to the store, pick some dinner up, and get refreshed at home. I've got to show something really cool in the garden. Also, I'm just so thankful that it is not raining anymore, because it has been raining the past 4 days. This is our little deck garden. I came out here earlier this morning and found a surprise. Starting to get eggplant, and then this one is a zucchini. So you can see we got one growing right there, and then a whole host of some kind of insect. A couple of blooms, and then this is a bell pepper plant. And you can see we got a couple of babies on there as well. So excited. I had to change into a sweatshirt real quick, and you'll see why in just a second. The sweatshirt is because of all the fur that's about to come. Be right back. So I thought I'd do a little bit of an update on the rabbits. This one is Mary, and as you can tell in the video, his eyes, there's like something wrong with them where they won't drain properly, and so he's been having to deal with that, poor guy. And then we really thought that we were going to have to make some drastic decisions lately, but thankfully we did not. And the vet said that he was very, very healthy, happy boy. He's doing well, and then Pippin is too. Just thought to give an update on them. All right, so we're going to do this acorn squash and need a really sharp knife for it, since this one's actually pretty nice size, bigger than normal. And then an ice cream scoop or a spoon helps a lot when we get the seeds out. So what I'm going to do is cut this in half, and then we're going to lay it on the baking sheet. Right now I've got the oven at around 400. I'll cook it for probably at least 30 minutes, and you can just check to see if it's soft or not, like to your liking. So now you see we've got all these seeds to get out, which is why I really like to use the ice cream scoop, because it makes it super easy. Just like that. And then to help it cook a little bit better, you can put holes in it. Just everywhere in the sides and stuff. All right, that's probably enough. And then we can put it on the pan. Make sure to do it face down. And the reason why you do it face down is so that the flesh inside steams. And we're going to pop those in the oven. And like I said, probably bake for a minimum of 30 minutes, but probably closer to 45 or an hour. Alright guys, that is all for this video. Thank you so very much for watching. It was so much fun. Make sure to like and subscribe if you wish, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.